दूसरा टाइप का जो क्वेश्चन इस टाइप में काफी फेमस है, इट्स अराउंड बैलेंसिंग द पैरेंथेसिस। ओके, तो फॉर एग्जांपल ये वाला क्वेश्चन लेते हैं जो आपके सीट का ही है। लेट्स ट्राई टू सॉल्व फ्यू क्वेश्चंस। फॉर एग्जांपल फिर x, फिर 2 ब्रैकेट, फिर उसके बाद 3 ब्रैकेट, फिर y, सो ये आपका एक नेस्टेड ब्रैकेट्स है आपके, ठीक है। और आपको क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है कि यू हैव टू फाइंड द मैक्सिमम डेप्थ, यू हैव टू फाइंड द मैक्सिमम डेप्थ, फाइंड द मैक्सिमम डेप्थ ऑफ द स्टैक। मैक्सिमम डेप्थ का मतलब कि आप कितनी अंदर तक जाते हैं एक इसके, वो बताना है। फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस केस ये मेरा स्टार्टिंग ब्रैकेट एक आया, ये स्टार्टिंग ब्रैकेट 2, ये स्टार्टिंग ब्रैकेट 3, और उसके बाद अब ये क्लोजिंग ब्रैकेट, ओपनिंग ब्रैकेट आ गया, तो ये वाला कट गया, ये वाला कट गया, ठीक है। फिर से ये आपका एक और आया, फिर से एक और आया, फिर से एक और आया, तो ये फिर से 2 हो गया, 3 हो गया, ये 4 हो गया, और ये फिर से आपका ये कटा, इससे ये वाला गया, इससे ये वाला गया, और इससे फाइनली ये वाला गया। तो मैक्सिमम डेप्थ जो है यहाँ पे 4 है। दिस इज द 4 इज द मैक्सिमम डेप्थ ऑफ द स्टैक हियर। ओके, so this is the question. So you have been given a bracket, a closing and the opening bracket, and you have to specify what is the maximum depth to which the opening bracket has went inside, and you have to find the answer of this. Okay, this is one example input of it. Can you think of any a generic way of solving this question without using stack? If you have to solve it, how do we solve it?
A few moments later.
So what we can do is that you can keep one counter, okay, which indicates the count of opening bracket. Okay, you keep some max counter, okay, max depth of opening counter. So what you do is that you try to iterate through it. So this scheme, right? So the counter, suppose I'll make it small, c. So c become equals to 1. Okay. Then again this came. So c now become equal to 2. Then c came. Then c became equals to 3. Right? If the x comes, then you would simply ignore it. You don't do anything. So with everything, if the max is becomes equals to 1. Here also max is less than c, so max became equals to 2, and similarly the max here become equal to 3. Now this came, so c value will I reduce, so I'll reduce this c as equal to 2, but still the max value is greater than c, so max value doesn't changes. Again this came, so c value became equals to 1, the max value still remains 3. Now came this one, so c value is equal to now 2, max 3. Now this came, c value becomes equal to 3, max equals to remain 3. Now this came, c becomes equal to 4, max now becomes equals to 4. And then c becomes 3. Then this came, c becomes equal to 2. Then this again came, c became equal to 1. Finally this came, c becomes equal to 2. And after the whole operation, whatever the value of the max that remained is equal to 4 is answer. So this you can do using a single for loop. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो ये वाला हो गया iterative. Now you help me with how do I apply this stack here to solve the same question. This we have solved iteratively. The time complexity is O of n without any extra space. But suppose I give you the liberty of using an extra space and you can use stack. How should we go about it?
We'll pop the element and we'll again check a counter and again push the element in another stack. And if we use the same thing, then we can find the depth, right?
Yes, so I think we can approach the same thing. So what we can do is we create a stack, and in this, so suppose the stack is like this, and as and when I find an opening bracket, I push into it. So I push into it and I put a counter. So counter became equals to 1. Then I again push this, the counter became equals to 2. Then I again push it, the counter became equals to 3. Okay. And I again put a max counter also. So the max, whenever is less than equal to c, it becomes equal to 1. So it became 1, it became 2, it became 3. Now as soon as x came, I just ignored it. Now as soon as the closing bracket, this happened. So I what I do is that I try to peek it in. So if the peak is my opening bracket here, I just pop it out. So this will come out, and now this will come out. So it will only, so again the next time, again this comes. So again I pop out this. So again this goes away, right? So I'm only left with this one, right? And again then the opening bracket starts coming in. So I just push it, and push it. And in that case, whenever I'm popping, I'm also decrementing this. So three was decremented to 2 and 2 was decremented to 1, right? But max was still 1. And then again when I was pushing it, this got incremented to 2, 3, and the 4, because there are 4 elements in a particular stack. And then again I started getting the the closing brackets, this one. So this and this got lost. Then again this came, this got lost. Then again this came, this and this got lost. This. If my stack is empty, it means that we have balanced bracket. अगर stack आपका empty नहीं रहता तो आप इसमें बोलते कि the bracket is not balanced, and that is why you cannot find the correct depth. So using the stack you get to know both the information, whether at the end of the whole operation, if my stack is completely free of all the bracket, it means the brackets were totally balanced. Make sense?
Yes.